Hello, everybody, and welcome to a very, very special episode of the Coronacast. Mostly because you're usually stuck inside of that bedroom.
I'm here.
Now you're here and in the flesh, and
I've been upgraded.
That's right. It only took you saying yes to the engagement. We're engaged, so that's very exciting. I paused as if there was going to be a reaction.
There is none
from the silence.
Do it again.
We're engaged.
Woo!
Very good. That's very good. Yeah. So we just figured we would jump on and share a little bit about what happened on Saturday. Spoiler, she said yes.
I did.
Show them the ring.
Which camera? I don't even know which one.
Oh, no, they can't see that camera yet. There you go. Perfect.
Woo!
It's the most expensive thing I've ever purchased.
You did a very good job.
So we'll tell you the whole story from start to finish. If you have any questions, put them in the comments. The only reason I proposed was for more content for the Coronacast. That was the only reason.
Insurance.
Yes, and to be on her insurance. That was the only reason. There was those were the only two reasons.
1, 2.
Yeah, 1, 2. I named both. I had a list that said 2 reasons, and I've named them. And
Number
now
1 was the content. Number 2, healthcare.
The insurance, and then there was nothing else on the list. Yeah. So we have a bunch of people. Ken Weber saying Mazel Tov. Beltrudis, I'm so happy. We're very happy. John saying congrats to both of you. More Mazel Tovs, which is fantastic. We really appreciate that. Ken likes the ring.
I noticed
That's very
you
good.
didn't share the one that says you should go into the bedroom now.
I should go into that.
It's my show.
You could
now.
take over. That's absolutely. Does it squirt water?
The ring?
I wish it did. I wish it did. That would be amazing. So I usually don't get nervous during Coronacast at all, but I'm slightly nervous.
Good.
So let's tell them what happened on Saturday.
Where to begin? On Saturday, we had a date night planned to Mimi's Italian restaurant, which is where we had our first date.
That's right.
Our first kiss.
And we can tell them about that. I was on the way to the bathroom. It was very romantic.
Despite having been to 2 other locations prior on that date, it was the first time I decided that I did, in fact, like him.
Well, I invited her. I invited you to
2 shows
to me doing stand up, and I thought it was clear that I was performing, and you thought you were coming to see me.
You said
at the conclusion.
I have 2 shows. We can get dinner after. So I said, okay, that's why dinner's late. But then I followed you around. You didn't even let me watch them. You stuck me in the green room, unless it was your set.
Yeah, because I didn't want to expose you to the.
I was like, man, I just have to listen to the people having fun out there.
We were talking to each other.
I know.
That's why I did. I wanted to talk to you. I didn't want to stick you in the room and then not be like, "Hi, we just met. Please go."
Bye.
We spoke, and then
yeah, and then we went to Mimi's, and that's when we actually were talking in like a real way. We talked about escape rooms, board games, and then books was what did it. Actually, we started talking about our favorite books. And you got up to go to the bathroom and you just laid one on me and just kept walking.
I didn't have a line?
No.
It was just a grab.
It was just raw confidence.
Wow.
It was bold, but it worked.
Wow. Good for me.
And then I immediately texted all of my friends who knew that I was on a first date. And I was like, oh my gosh. Yeah.
I guess I really do right away.
I guess.
That was a big confident move.
That was a big confident move.
So we went to Mimi's.
Mm-hmm.
I've been planning this for months. I think Emily had begun to suspect, at least by the morning of Saturday morning.
Here's what I had told Nikki. I said, I think
it's
going to happen.
For some reason, I feel very weird on this side.
Yeah, I'm always on the other side.
Yeah.
But if I need tissues, then you got to be the tissue guy.
All right. Oh, this is better.
No, I had told Nikki, I was like, I think it's got to be happening like sometime soon. But I didn't think it was so soon. So I had ordered a whole slew of dresses on ASOS, hoping that I would be able to like try them on, pick out one I liked, and then I could wear it on a date where I felt suspicious that it was going to happen. But then I realized too late, they weren't even delivered by the time you proposed. I had no idea how soon.
I also was like trying to throw you off the scent. So I kept coming up with weird things. I knew that if I got a haircut, you would know that it was coming. So I went out of my way to get a haircut.
What was extra about that is you were complaining about your hair.
Yes, that was on purpose.
And I know that you're so OCD. And so it's like, there's no way he would do this unless his hair was cut.
Yeah. By the way, Eric, who was part of this proposal, said when we were talking about wedding #matchups of your names, I didn't know the proposal was coming yet.
Oh my God.
I support
your
hashtag
did, though, didn't
harem.
Yes. Who came up with that? Your mom?
I think that's my mom.
Yes.
Yeah.
We also came up with Hairily Ever After.
I think that one I like as well. I'm
like
pretty
it.
happy for that
Two
one.
good ones.
Would you say a secret to a strong relationship is Mimi's? No, but they make a hell of a shrimp scampi.
I was gonna say, if not Mimi's, then it's just shrimp scampi.
Yeah, the appeal of Mimi's
bread.
at that time when the world was pre-COVID was that they were open till like 4 o'clock in the morning. So you could literally, after all of my shows at 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, you could still go to Mimi's. There was a piano player. It was like a fun spot.
Yeah.
So basically, the way this thing kicked off is we had dinner.
We had dinner.
I don't even remember what we were talking about because I was thinking about all the things that were going to happen.
I still thought, because like I was freaking out that day. I talked to myself
I kept
in
trying
and
to
out of it
complain.
being that day 20 times.
I kept saying how tired I was and how much I couldn't wait to get back to the apartment to go to sleep because I
was
thought,
very much stressed that I needed to dress comfortably. So I was like, okay.
which is true because I knew she was about to go on a scavenger hunt, running all over the city.
So
as beautiful as I'm sure you would have looked in heels, I thought you would not be as comfortable running around
That's
in like
fair.
giant
You were
heels.
correct. But at the time I was like, oh, so I texted everyone that I had shared my suspicions with, and I said it's for sure not happening. So I was still partway in the mood of like disappointment, but also like still very jittery. So I was like kicking my leg under the table, like I was going mad. And then we had dinner and you left. He went to the bathroom.
One of the hardest things I've ever done.
Which also, you never go to the bathroom when we're like out to dinner.
No.
So I should have known.
It was the end of the meal. I would have just
gone.
gone, if we were just going back,
I
would have just.
that did not cross my mind. I was just like, oh, okay, because you kind of got up.
It was also the least romantic thing because I
When you-
needed an excuse to go to the bathroom because I didn't want to just go like, I'm going to the bathroom. So I think I was just like, oh, I really got to poop.
No, you just said you had to go to the bathroom. And then I just asked you if that's what you were doing.
And I was like,
And you're like,
yes.
probably.
Oh, yeah. It's a monster. It's a monster dump I'm going to take. Get ready to be engaged.
Yeah, but then I didn't even question how long you were gone for.
I think actually I would have been gone
Nikki
longer
and I
if it
texted
wasn't
about
poop.
your bowel movements, which also seems so on brand for you. That was while you were like
Fair.
scuttling away to make this magic happen.
Yeah.
I was just like, hey, he's in the toilet.
But I did. I tried to recreate the kiss from the first date.
No, I did. I did catch that.
So as I walked by, you were in like a similar position. So we recreated the kiss. And I was hoping that wasn't like a full tip off that something was going on.
No.
But I wanted that to be the last thing was me saying I love you and recreating the first date kiss.
Yes.
So then I left. I paid the check, and then I gave the waiter a greeting card with a Haunted Mansion pop up because we love Haunted Mansion. I'll get it in a second.
Okay.
And then in the side of that card was a QR code, and when she scanned it, the first video played.
You're skipping a crucial part.
Oh yes.
Is that?
Oh right, sorry.
Before the waiter
you say
came,
it, I get the envelope.
Before the waiter came, I was sitting at the table all alone, just like on my phone, passing the time for this massive BM I thought he was taking. And out of nowhere,
romantic.
Ruben Moreland comes running out from behind a tree with a big light and a camera. So then I knew something was up, and I just kept turning around and looking behind me because I was like, surely he's gonna come back now.
Yeah. So by the way,
Wrong.
there's Ruben, who's incredible. He was my DP and main camera guy for recalculating the series. So I've been all over the world with Ruben. He's incredibly talented, both as like a videographer and as a magician
And a human.
He's amazing. So he filmed the entire thing. So there'll be a video where you get to see the whole proposal from start to finish. We just are so excited. We wanted to share the story with everybody, but you'll be able to see a whole video. We're going to get that up really, really soon. But this is the envelope she was presented with. It said, do not open until you receive further instructions.
So the waiter brought that out, and I
Yes.
was waiting. And then Ruben wasn't talking to me because he was being a good cameraman.
That's right.
And eventually had to be like, Emily, what do you have? What does it say? So it's like, it tells me not to open it. But then it was a Haunted Mansion card. We love the Haunted Mansion.
Yep. And our fish are named after the Haunted Mansion.
Yes.
And at the rate that they die, it's probably appropriate that they are named after the ghosts of the Haunted Mansion. And then there's a QR code, which she scanned. And I'm not going to play every video for you. When we have the full video out, you'll see it. But we thought we'd play the first video and the last video. So this was the video that kicked off the entire thing. Let's see if I can play it. There is no audio because it's going to my headphones. Yeah, I told you this.
Suspense.
Yes, suspense. And
now they know how I felt. What is this? What is happening?
That's right. Well, you had at that point, what was going through your head when you finally scanned the QR code and you saw a video?
I don't know. I have no idea.
I mean, at that point, you knew.
I'm pretty
this
sure
was
I
the
just
night.
like that's when I like slowly started crying. Like I felt the burning and the welling up, and then eventually I lost it. I don't know. It was like you popped a cork. Like I don't know. I have no idea. It was.
I was
have no
hiding very creepily, not creepily, but I was hiding across
that
the street.
I can't believe.
Just like,
I kept
oh God,
turning,
I want to make sure this thing
turning
starts.
around so much. I can't believe that.
I was
you were
like
just
well across the street,
and
and I had picked the table so you were facing away from the street so that you wouldn't see me.
That's why I kept checking over my shoulder.
Yeah.
I really thought you were coming back. And then I saw the video.
I am. And the answer is I'm actually running to the finish line of an adventure you're about to go on. Yeah. So I've been working on this for months, and I figured if we're going to do something special tonight, we couldn't just do an escape room. We need to do an escape neighborhood. So there are clues and puzzles spread out all over this entire neighborhood, and you're about to try to find and solve all of them. So a couple of quick guidelines on how this game works. You'll be getting video clues. Each one will tell you the name or address of a place. Once you go there, search for these QR codes that I've taped on the windows or walls of each of the locations. And that will bring up the next video clue. You'll know you've done it correctly because if you're on clue 1, when you go to that location, you'll scan the QR code. It'll take you to clue 2, and then clue 2 will take you to clue 3, and you just solve them in order. If you need any help, below each video is a hint button. You don't have to use it, but if you click it, it will give you a little bit of an extra nudge in the right direction. And if you're still stuck, feel free to call me. You get 3 hints. You just get 3, or this whole relationship is over. No, not that. And honestly, you can have as many hints as you want. But feel free to call me if you get stuck. And that's it. I hope you have a blast. I love you so, so much. And I can't wait to see you at the end of this. So good luck. Stay safe. Stay warm. I love you to the moon and back. Definitely back so that we're on Earth where there's an atmosphere. I love you very much. Mwah. When you are ready to start your adventure, go look back at the envelope. There's a hidden QR code. As soon as you scan it, it will give you clue number 1 to the first location, and you are off to the races. I love you so much. I'll see you soon. Mwah. So that was the kickoff, and at that point, I was scrambling back to the apartment, and I was checking a few of the last locations to make sure the QR codes were still taped up where they were supposed to be.
And I think I just sat for a minute.
I'm excited to see the video because I have no idea.
Guidance, and he was like, "If you have to go to the bathroom, go now." So it's like, okay, yeah. That seemed like a palatable thing to do at the time.
Right.
So I ran down.
Because I also didn't want to tell you how many clues you were going to find.
Oh yeah, that was.
And we wanted to make sure.
Never. I was always like, "Is he going to be at this one? Is he going to be at this one?" No.
And I figured also I didn't want you to be like, "Oh God, I hope this is the last clue because I have to pee so bad." So I wanted you to be comfortable. So I was like, "Ruben, make sure like right after the first thing, she gets an opportunity to use the bathroom so that she's comfortable the whole time."
I did. Well, I was down there. I grabbed a whole bunch of paper towels because I was already crying. Put them in my pocket. Came back up to start. Instantly forgot that I grabbed the paper towels. Never touched one again the whole night.
Fair. And then you were off to the races. So you ran. I ran you all over.
No, I opened the envelope. I saw the first clue.
Yeah. It was like hidden. Oh, here's the first scan. And then the envelope had hidden inside it.
See, I told you I tore it neatly.
That was very good.
Thank you.
Yeah, the other option was to insert your iPhone into the envelope.
I did not even cross my mind.
This was a good method.
Destroy.
Yeah. And then, I hid QR codes all over the city.
A lot of them are still up, which I
think they're going to be up for like a while.
Forever.
I think so.
I know at least one group of people, because Ruben was following me with like a big light. And they were like, "Who is this crying woman? Like, why is this cameraman filming her?" But they saw me like run up to one and scan it. And I know at least one group went up and scanned it. Like, what is this? So.
Yeah. And then basically you traced the whole path through the city. And then, actually, Utah, I don't know why I'm telling this. This is your adventure.
Should I save some of the anecdotes for the real video?
Oh, you can. Yeah.
Or should I say the one big one?
You could, go for it.
The bank. Okay. So Every clue was given by.
By the way, Rob said I might have multiple fiancés if those QR codes.
That's fair.
There's gonna be a bunch of people wandering around the city going, "Wait, is he proposing to whoever gets to the finish line?
Yes.
What if I'm the first?"
Yeah.
And Rabbi Rachel said, "Mazel tov, so happy for you." There are QR codes on the Sun and Place Synagogue.
Only one.
FYI, they're little ones.
Just a little one.
But that was one of the locations.
He did tell me it's not the big ones.
It's not the big one that scans attendance at the temple. It's a little. So if you see a little QR code in front of the temple, it links to a video from my sister.
Every video, was from either a friend or family member. He even got my grandparents who are in their 80s to submit a video clue, which was great. I think the whole theme of the journey was figure out a puzzle, run to that location. Probably Ruben hated me. I was going. Scan the QR code, see who it was, ball, figure out the puzzle, run, ball. Like that was just, it was such a roller coaster of a journey. And the most memorable part maybe of that journey was that I would get very excited about the clues, and is in like a typical escape room fashion. Once you're like, I got it, and you go and you do it. No. I made a terrible miscalculation. And I went to the wrong Chase Bank, which led to me going to the wrong Dwayne Reed, which led to me being 14 blocks out of the way of where I was supposed to be.
Well, I had
That was
Ruben
my
turn
one
on
hint.
his cell phone tracking so that I can follow where you were in the city, so I knew when you were getting close and when like the big moment was
And
about
I
to
got
happen.
a lot closer, a lot earlier than you
And
expected.
all of a sudden, you were supposed to be in like around 50th Street,
In
and all of a sudden
Lexington.
you jumped to 57th, and I was like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah.
I don't know what's happening, but either she's unbelievably fast or something has gone slightly awry. And I realized the Dwayne Reed clue that I had given coded she had to solve basically a code, and it spelled out Dwayne Reed on 575 Lex. But she was so excited after you got
I just saw Dwayne. Boom. I just went to the one I saw right in front of me.
which is totally reasonable. That's the Dwayne that we go to more
Yeah.
often.
Also, like it really started with the Chase Bank, because I was like, we've never been to a Chase Bank together, but I was like, there's the one we always pass when we're walking home. It's got to be that one.
Yeah.
So I didn't even finish that clue, which is silly. I had it written down, and like I remember that was Andrew and Tracy's clue, and the address was obviously in there, and I just like didn't check it. Like I just ran
Yeah, they did flash the address on screen.
many times, and I was like, that's 3rd Avenue. That's it's,
But
in
you
the,
were
it's in
also-
the 900s.
You were understandably nervous.
Oh yeah, I was not in my right mind.
And
For
also,
sure.
you were a trooper because it was very cold, and I got very nervous as I looked at the
Well,
weather
that
report
was the
because the
silver
temperature
lining.
kept dropping.
That was
over
the
and
silver
over.
lining, is that once I got so far out of the way, Ruben and I had a nice reprieve from the cold, because I made us take a lift back to where we were supposed to be. I was like, we're not walking
Yeah.
anymore.
I was very
So we
grateful
were-
that you did that. I was
I
like,
took a picture, and like I remember
you texted it to me.
I was just thinking out loud. I don't even know what I was saying. But then I just remember turning to Ruben. I said, Ruben, I'm going to take a picture of you now.
Oh, that's good. So Rabbi Rachel, her husband's also rabbi and also part of the Dave saw today and wonder why he was there next. Yeah. So that was that was part of a scavenger hunt that led to our
Yes.
being engaged.
Don't be a fool. Go to the shul.
That was my dad and mom had a really fun clue that ended with "Don't be a fool, go with the shul." So if you couldn't figure out that it was the Sun and Place Synagogue, that might have tipped it just like a little bit.
I know.
Let's see. This is Harrison, and that's his new proposal service. You know what? It was a
You were
lot of
very good.
effort.
It's not the first proposal you've planned. I mean, for yourself, yes, but like to my knowledge.
This is the first one that ended with a yes. It's been a long road, and but you finally get to the final clue, and we'll have a whole
Yeah.
video up of it later. You'll get to see the whole thing. But the final clue was on PJ Clark's, and it had you trace out the path, because I had him give you a map, and it turns out that the path you were tracing minus the Dwayne Reed
And
Chase Bank.
that's how you know I wasn't in my right mind, because it said start at our apartment, because that's where the night started, and then go to Mimi's, and then like
Then follow the rest of the route.
finish
Yeah.
it. Immediately, the first line I drew, I did it with the confidence that you kissed me with on our first date. Wrong line. I had like the wherewithal to like remove my gloves while going up to the
Oh.
roof, but drawing the lines was too much. So where have I been?
You know what? I thought of most of the details. I did not think, oh, if she doesn't take her gloves off, it's going to be a lot harder to put the ring on.
No, I just threw him in the stairs. I threw him in the stairs, and I moved all my rings over.
Smart.
Still completely forgot about the paper towels that I could have been using as tissues.
I brought extra tissues because that was in my plan. I
had
had like a checklist of things, and Nikki also texted me and said, "Bring tissues," and I was like, "Copy that." Like, I got it.
I needed them.
And then the whole shape that I had you tracing was a heart, which that was the hardest part because there was a couple locations I had to send you to that I was like, this isn't as meaningful, but it does help me complete the heart shape.
Well, that works.
Enjoy this, Dwayne Reed.
Yes.
And then that queued up a video, which I'll play because it basically every clue video that she'd been seeing the whole night, we had hidden a heart. Everybody who made a clue video had hidden a heart in that video. So we montaged it so you can see all the hidden hearts that had been sort of flashing by the entire adventure. So we can show you that because it gives you a little hint of all the clues that people were submitting. Which was really, really fun. Everybody gave videos that like really represented who they were.
Yeah, it was great.
So here is the final video. The audio will work this time, I hope. So here we go. This is the final video. Where's the, there we go. Perfect. Emily, you did it! Woo! I'm gonna have so much vacuuming to do, but it was worth it. Because you have solved the final puzzle. The answer was heart. You have traced a heart throughout the city because you are my heart. And I love you so, so much. I can't wait to see you. I am on the roof of our apartment. You're a block away. So just head over to the apartment, take the elevator straight up to the roof. That's where I'm waiting for you. And I cannot wait to see you. I love you so much. Mwah. That absolutely was not the right video.
I liked it. It's a good intro to
that was the end. That was the end after the montage, but I promised the montage.
I'm already losing it. I'm tissue me, please.
Yes. There you go.
Thank you.
I will find it as it happens.
This is all my life has been for the past 48 hours.
Yeah, that is
just random spouts of giggling and then also crying. I don't know.
Well, the weirdest thing though is like just as the whole weird thing about getting engaged is like, first of all, the guy gets to sit with it. If the guy's the one doing it, gets to sit with it for months. So I've had a lot of time to process it because I've been thinking about this for a long time.
But you also have like the stress of a secret.
Well, that's the thing. It's like, hey, are you ready to commit your life and submit? You know, like, are you ready to commit to spending your life with me? Turns out I'm very good at hiding and lying to you because I've been lying and keeping secrets for months. It turns out I'm good at it and I'm able to get away with it. Be with me. It seems very weird to start off a relationship on like, look at this series of lies I crafted for you.
Yeah.
Let's see if there's the full montage. Where did it even go? This is, I don't know where it went.
I don't know what to name them.
I know what happened. So I can share where the video was and that's how we'll do it. So the final clue, she had to go to a website, and that website was emilygreenbaum.com, which I secretly registered because why not? You should have it. So emilygreenbaum.com is now the final clue, and you just have to enter. If you go to emilygreenbaum.com, I can share that so you see it. If you go to emilygreenbaum.com, you redirects to this, and if you type in heart, that's the password. And then boom, there's the final video. You've already seen the final part of the video where we're celebrating, but this is the montage. I love you so much. Right from the heart.
That one is too funny.
That one's very subtle.
That one's a lie.
Oh, you did it!
That's so tricksy of you.
But yeah, and then the one part, tell them what happened after because I missed something.
What happened?
Once you realized that you had to get to the roof.
Oh, well, I was at PJ Clark, so it was like less than a block away. And then I remember I was walking very fast, like I was the whole time. And I turned back to the room and I said, I'm going to yell at him. And then I stood in the middle of 56th Street and I screamed. I saw the big lights on the roof. And so I was like, I know you're up there. And so I screamed your name really loud, like Stella, and then went in, and then I don't know, I blacked out again, I guess. But, but you said you didn't hear me. So
no, I do remember I asked you, I said, will you marry me? Yeah. Which was I had been I wrote out what I was gonna say and practice it because I wanted to make sure I didn't get so nervous that I said something weird.
Once I got to the roof and saw you, I just was laughing the whole time.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
then I would cry and be like, oh, because then I would feel bad. I was like, I'm not laughing at you. I don't know why this is coming out of me.
No, I think at one point I was basically if you want, you could you can take the ring, it's yours now. You can.
Oh yeah, you kept her being like, no, but this.
No, but you can take it.
That's going ah.
Yeah, I know. We were both so excited to see each other because also I was I just wanted to talk to you about what had happened and ask you so many questions and I finally got to, there was this brief period where I didn't get to see
I would be like, Harrison, let me tell you about the journey. I just want
and I was I want to hear all about it, and then I was wait, I should probably put the ring on you. That's probably very important.
Yeah.
To the whole,
and then my hand was
process.
This, yeah. Good luck. You gotta aim well for it because it's shaky.
Yeah, and then you said yes, which was good.
I did say yes.
That was good.
I didn't give you any time to take it back. As soon as you were done talking,
I don't think I finished saying your name. I was like, Emily Ann, you're like, yes.
That's gonna be one to watch back. I was like, yep, this is what I want. I was like, yeah. But yeah, then we came back downstairs and everyone was on a Zoom party line. Which had been recorded. So while you were getting ready on the roof and I was still gallivanting about, everybody was hanging out together on the Zoom, which we got to watch and play back, which was fun awesome, and great in my 48th installment of crying. But
that was really cool. That was an unexpected bonus, which was I wanted to make sure everybody was already logged in. So that when Emily walked into the apartment, she would be everybody who is involved in the proposal could be surprise, we're here. And while we were on the roof getting engaged,
doing the thing,
they were all talking to each other and meeting each other, and some people who friends get to meet parents, and people,
everybody gets to meet grandparents.
Yeah,
faces to names and all that.
It was really nice.
It was nice.
Yeah,
there was some magic being performed.
Yes,
as you would expect.
That's right. It's like the Avengers. It's you finally get to see them all in the same movie.
Complaining about your tardiness.
But I don't think I was late to the proposal. It came a little bit earlier than you expected.
No, that's true. And if there's any tardiness to the Zoom call, it was my little extended journey and getting locked out of the apartment.
Oh yeah, that's right. I was so once I got the ring on your finger and I was like, we've done it. I'm engaged to the love of my life. Deep breath. Because I've been planning and thinking about every detail. The second you said yes, my brain was like, we're done. And I just did not take the keys down with me to the apartment. So we were just standing outside the door of my apartment, just waiting for my sister who was helping clean up.
Do you remember when we left for dinner? I didn't have my keys when we came back down because I said, Harrison, I'm not taking my keys. You better not leave me there.
And I thought, wow, what a great way to really throw her from the scent of what was going to happen.
Fast forward an hour and 20 minutes.
That's right.
You were gone.
Yeah.
You had, in fact, left me there.
It was hard. I was like, I hope this. I was like, I was just like, I hope everything goes well. I hope it's as fun as I hoped it would be. And because you deserve it.
Thank you. No, it was good. It was better than anything I could have expected or anything I had heard about.
Eric Jonas said you were supposed to be done by 8:30.
I know, that's my fault.
There's a lot of models and congrats. I appreciate that very much. But yeah, we just kind of wanted to jump on and share our story because we posted the pictures today and everybody was getting really excited, which was really nice. And we just wanted to share the story.
Yeah. You keep looking
I don't
at me.
know. I don't know. I love you very, very
I love
much.
you too.
And now you're stuck with me forever.
Yeah. That's the name of the game.
Now we have to plan a wedding.
Oh, one thing at a time.
Yeah.
I have to catch up to you as far as processing time.
Nobody knows this
Sometimes
yet.
I'm still like, what is this?
But I'm pregnant.
Oh my gosh. It's not mine.
I don't know whose it is. It's a miracle.
It is. There you go. The other miracle was me saying yes.
Yes. Oh, look, Eric Dillman hit 3 more hearts in this video.
That was the funniest thing. I didn't even think anything of it at the time. I was like, oh, they're just trying to be cute. No, my first reaction to seeing Eric and Patrick's video, as was yours.
We had the same reaction.
I say out loud somewhere. Ruben has video of it saying, "When were they together?" Like we were invited.
Eric and Patrick got together to make a clue, and we were so jealous. Oh, because Patrick has a wonderful new puppy too that Eric got to play with. So shout out to Pumpkin Davis. Harrison has been showing. Yes, it's because I'm pregnant and not because of the pandemic.
You did a good wink.
I want to hear the engagement jokes you were telling for months. Oh, that is a fun. Thank you for bringing that up. So I've been doing like shows in like parks and on rooftops where I'm like 10, 20 feet away from the nearest person. Everybody's a mask. So very safe, socially distant shows. But I've been able to do a few of those. And I get to do I've been doing them. Emily has been using that time, as she should, to finally enjoy just being alone in this apartment. Have some time to herself. And I've been using the opportunity. I've basically been telling thousands of people, strangers all over the city, that I've been planning this proposal and doing jokes about what it's like to plan a proposal and get engaged for months since the summer.
I can't believe it.
Yeah, because it is weird. It is. Now I'm not going to do the bit. You'll have to. I'll put it up some later. I'm not going to just force you to watch me do a bit because I love her. That's why.
That's the rest of my future.
Because she's going to have enough of it for the rest of our lives, which could be anywhere from. Who knows how long?
Oh my gosh, how morbid that got! It could only tomorrow.
No, I was
could
trying
be
to.
The last day.
I was trying to set you up for a grandpa joke.
You are a grandpa.
We don't know how long I have.
Oh my gosh! Don't say that. Now it matters. I don't want
God.
to be a widow. Oh man, you took this a weird turn.
And I'll be taking our lives in a weird turn forever.
You let you talk long enough, and it happens one way or another. It goes south.
Eric said, "Could be worse. Could be magic tricks." And Katie said, "Oh wow, that is love." And Rob said, "He really does love you, Emily."
Yeah.
Well, how about this? We'll stay on for like a minute or two if you have any questions. We can answer questions if anybody has any. But yeah, it's not late. That's true. It's not late to back out, Emily. Anything else to share?
Oh my gosh, I don't know. I'm excited to see the video because I have.
I'm excited. I'm so excited.
That I said, I know that I was just walking so fast. I felt so bad, but I could not make myself go slower. I couldn't. I knew. I was like, every time I would figure one out, I would just like yell the place I was going and book it. And Ruben had to just come with. He had no warning.
That was like when I was I turned 21, and so we all went out for legal drinks, and I got very, very drunk on Scorpion Bowls, which are like these bowls of booze at the Hong Kong, which is also the Comedy Studios at the 3rd floor. So it was like one of my favorite places, still one of my favorite places of the Comedy Studios now. Anyway. Go to thecomedystudio.com. They're great.
Okay.
They're a business that could actually use everybody's support, so it's great. But they have a big bowl called the Scorpion Bowl back in the day, and I got very drunk on it. And I remember we were walking back to the dorm, and I was so drunk, I took off. And I think I said, I'm going to take my pants off or something. And all my friends were like, no. I think I also might have just screamed, I'm running away. And I just bolted. That's what it was. I screamed, I'm running away. And I bolted towards the dorm. Nobody could chase after me. And as soon as I got to the dorm, I just took my pants off. And they walked into the dorm and I said, I don't have pants. That was my 21st birthday.
I should have done that when I came up on the roof. No, I was just drunk off power. Because I knew in the back of my head, I said, I could just never show up. I could just take a cab anywhere and make Ruben come along with me and make you wait 2 hours if I no.
Eric Dillman said, is this video going to be on USDOA? I'll send it to them. It would be very good.
I definitely had to recalculate.
What is it? I'm just like, I take it back. No, this is why I love you. Okay. My mom just wrote, where are you registered? If they didn't know I had a Jewish mother, now they know. By the way, that my mom is posting a huge thank you because I could not have done this engagement without my family and friends and your family, who is my family. which was very cool. And so like talking to your dad and your mom all the time secretly while you didn't
Everyone
know.
was so tricksy.
I had to pretend many times.
When I was in the bathroom, I texted everyone that I had texted that day, and I just said, "You minx."
There were so many times where I
man.
almost slipped up because you like I had spoken to your dad and your dad was like, "Oh yeah, it's really snowing in Nebraska and I have to like go snow blow or whatever." And then you would come back and be like, "Yeah, it's really snowing in Nebraska." And I'd be like, "Really?" It was like I had to pretend I didn't know because how would I know?
Yeah.
So there's lots of times where I had to pretend you were telling me things for the first time. Did you know Amanda did this? And I was like, in my head, I was like, yes.
Oh my gosh.
That was, yeah.
Who knew? Everyone but me, apparently.
Yeah. But yeah, Ruben was an incredible camera person and was a champion. The Sokolskis helped with a lot of tech stuff.
He had, not only was he lugging all the equipment around to like
all the game
but
stuff.
He had all the things
to make sure the game
that
worked.
I could ever need.
Yeah.
And anything, he had it.
Yeah. And my sister, who did like an incredible job helping me decorate the roof. She made it really feel like an episode as a Bachelor.
Yeah.
Which was
the whole thing.
Was great.
It was.
Well, I think, is there any, I don't think we missed any questions. Oh, we had Danielle
you never answered your mom's.
Oh, we're registered. We're not registered anywhere yet, but I guess we have to. That's like a thing.
Yes, it is a thing.
How long did it take you to plan this, Harrison? Not sure if you shared already. It took like a really long time. I think I started in October or November, and then I proposed in January. And then I bought the ring, and that really put like a deadline on it because it's a 30-day return policy, and I wanted to make sure Emily had the opportunity. If for some reason she didn't like what I picked out, she could exchange it for something because it's like you have to wear it for a very long time.
Yeah.
Like, I guess forever.
Yeah.
Like the whole time.
Yeah.
So I wanted her to have the opportunity. So I needed to propose within the 30-day return period.
There you go.
So thank you, Brilliant Earth, for really giving me a solid deadline I had to work with. Somebody said, are you they're registered at Tannins? Another business you should absolutely support, Tannins. Go to tannins.com. They're a fantastic brick and mortar store. They also do great online business. There we go. We're sharing the love. And then my dad said, love you both. It's about time. I think, by the way, that's not a question that came up, but I think there's a question of like, how do you know when it's the right time to propose? And I think you said it.
Did you have a time when you knew? What did I say?
Well, you had said before we were like, you shouldn't propose until you're sure the answer is yes.
Oh, yes, I'm very wise.
I think that's true.
Yeah, that's the first.
It's weird. It would be weird.
The first question I get asked is, "Were you surprised?" No, it's like, "How did it happen? Were you surprised?" And like, yes, and that like I had no idea like the extent that you went to. I had no idea you had been planning it that long. There's still times like in the last few days since it happened that like I realize other details that like are intentional. So I guess there were lots of surprises, but I wasn't surprised that you asked. Like we had talked about it. We had talked about like our future and all the important conversations you have if you're like going to be with someone forever. So it wasn't the fact that you did it wasn't surprising. Maybe this much surprising. When we first met, you did not seem likely to take a wife. Considering I take credit because I had to push us to become Facebook official and exclusive.
Yeah.
And all that. I messaged you first on Tinder.
Yes, with a somewhat of a lie.
Well, then you just payback
for
all the lies you've been telling me since October.
Her pickup line on Tinder was, I lived on Harrison Street. And then when I went to Nebraska for the first time, she does not live on Harrison Street.
Right by. It's the closest main big street.
No, it's fair. It was a stretch, but not like a full on.
Yeah.
That's true. And we have when all the conversation becomes bathroom talk.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's not wrong.
When you're comfortable farting in front of the other one.
That took 1 week, Harrison.
That's true.
That's not.
I thought that was probably the better joke. I thought you were going to say, you're far too comfortable. way too comfortable. Oh, and that's very sweet too. I hope it is the beginning. That was, by the way, did you notice that the last clue? Because it said the end ... but really that's really the beginning.
Yeah.
So that's exciting.
It is exciting.
Love you so much.
Love you
too. Cassandra, you did not seem likely to take away. Applause.
I think everyone would agree with that. I think lots of people that know you well would agree.
Dina said
what volume?
We did play the videos very loudly. We are very sorry.
But also we yell when we talk on
We
camera.
do. And then
I
Craig
hope
said,
that
"Did
I
you
don't
propose
care.
using magic?" And and my answer is no. I wanted her to say yes.
I told him he wasn't allowed to be fair. I don't know if you would have anyway, but
I would not
did say,
have.
I was like, I don't want this.
No, because also honestly, the whole point was it was about you, and just like I wanted to use. I felt like it was an opportunity to show you how much I loved you.
Yeah.
And like I was trying to build a really fun thing for you that also like showed that was like that showcased all the beautiful things about the relationship.
If you were to have proposed with a magic trick, then it's like that you're doing work. Not to say that you didn't work very hard on what you did,
right?
Because obviously that's the thing. But it's like it's your job. It's like if I were a dude and I like proposed via a spreadsheet, like you know what I mean? That would never happen. But it was like it was your job.
Did I ever tell you about the wedding? The wedding
gosh,
I was forced to be a part of?
No.
This is a crazy. I'll tell it very quickly. It says also your names are backwards. Gosh, who produced?
Oh, we started on the other.
We did start on the correct side. And she also said no magic proposals. That's the proper way. Very true. Neon Pineapple definitely played a part. Another a small business that you should absolutely be supporting for all of your tech if you have a virtual event. Neon Pineapple, absolutely.
Nikki was perhaps the trixiest minx.
She was a very tricksy minx.
She was really
I appreciate
giving
it.
me the runaround.
No, so I was performing at a comedy club in New Haven, Connecticut, and I had arrived. I was very excited to be doing the show, and they said, "Oh, before the show starts, this magician would like to get married," and we were like, well, "Okay."
Oh, like not propose, like
they would like to get married at this comedy club, and we were like, "Okay." And like, if you don't mind going to the back. Because they're going to get married on stage. And we were like, yeah, whatever you want. And I expected like family and friends to come in, and like 3 people came in, and turns out it was a magician. So I filmed the whole thing. So like, this is crazy. And she was on drugs. She was not in her right mind. It was, you know, that thing where like, if anybody has like, if anyone wanted to raise their hand, like this should be interrupted for any reason. I almost was going to be like, maybe you guys should like take some time to think about this. And he did delights and a dove to produce the ring, and then they dropped the ring.
Oh no!
And they almost lost the ring, and then they got married.
That is one thing. If I could change one thing about Saturday, more doves.
It was also the most insane thing because the comedians went to the back because we were like, let's give them space. But the audience that was filling in for my show was just there. So they were, if you their wedding video is like up close, them marrying, but I pulled back and they're just like a couple eating chicken fingers.
Love it.
So I promise you a wedding that is not that.
I promise everyone that will come to our wedding, chicken fingers will be provided.
Oh, we should. Yes. And Franks and blankets. That's the one thing that I really want.
This is new information to me.
Really?
Lots of planning too.
I love a Frank and a blanket.
I know you loved them, but yeah.
Yeah. I know that you don't love that I call it Franks and a blanket.
No, because I just picture a man named Frank. We call him pigs in a blanket, which isn't much better.
That's good. I do love them very much.
Man, when I
was a bachelor, do you know that was like a dinner? I would just heat up a whole tray of Franks and a blanket. So that was dinner.
Habits. Oh yeah.
Now I can cook.
You can.
All right. Eric Dillman said, "Yay, food for me." We will make sure you get chicken fingers, Eric. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Well, if you guys don't have any more questions, thank you all so much for all the wonderful comments that you guys posted. This is amazing. My mom chimed in and said, "It's not an affair if you don't serve pigs in a blanket," which is, by the way, the only way to serve pigs at a Jewish wedding.
There you go.
So that's the way you sneak it in, because there'll be kosher hot dogs.
There you go.
More turtles. That makes sense to me.
Oh my gosh, where was little Dee? She should have been on the roof.
Oh my God, she should have had the ring on like a little box.
On her back, yeah.
That would have been incredible. I would have loved that.
Me too.
And Eric said, "By the way, this makes me the most eligible bachelor in New York City." Blah, blah, blah. Eric Dillman, a small business. No, he's available, guys, and very eligible.
In more ways than one. You want comedy. You want magic. You want a boyfriend. You want maybe something casual. Who knows? No,
you want board games because he's got plenty. Eric Dillman. Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
We did what we came here to do. That was the whole purpose of this video. The rest was a ruse.
Exactly. Little Dee will be a flower girl.
Yes.
I like that idea quite a bit. All right. Well, thank you guys so much. This was a very exciting weekend. And
I can't look at you, otherwise I'll start crying again.
no, that's okay.
No, keep going.
No, I just love you very, very much. And want the whole world to know.
They do know. Me too. And I don't know. It's lots of warm fuzzies, and they keep going, and it's good.
Love you. Well, thank you guys so much. Oh, I have lipstick now.
You're welcome. I give and I give.
Thank you guys so much for watching this. There'll be a whole video of the whole proposal. We'll put that up so you guys can watch along the entire adventure. And yeah, thank you guys so much. And I love you.
Thank you.
Mwah.
Love you too.
All right. See you guys soon.